Gotta take back the gear. What's up? Oh, you can't see it, but there's so much gear in here. I had a shoot on Friday, and all the rental houses are closed over the weekend, so Monday morning we gotta get that gear back. Promised land. See you next time, beautiful lenses. So today I want to talk to you guys. I can never get my tripod to hang out here. I want to talk to you about gear because obviously I had to return gear today, and this is something I've been thinking about a lot because I see on YouTube all the time how we talk about how accessible it is to be a filmmaker, to be a creator, to be a YouTuber, and I am guilty of it too. Like, I love telling people, you know, the FX3 and FX30s are like so attainable, and they were used to shoot feature films, and they look great, and all this stuff, right? But then on the same, and I'll be the first to tell people, like, the best camera for a beginner right now is like an iPhone 15. Like, I've heard all of those videos, I've seen them all, I agree with them, and yet myself and a lot of other creators, I'm sure, are struggling to continue making things on their phones. They want to be using those nice cameras, the big cameras, and if you can't be using them, why are we doing this? And this is something that's been bugging me a lot lately because I've been struggling to actually put out the vlog because of this issue where, like, I have my Blackmagic Pocket 6K and I fucking love that camera. And I shouldn't say that. I love that camera. And so I'll use that one all the time. Sorry, I had to wave at the lens rental guy. He's over there. And I want to use it all the time, but it's so big and it's bulky and it doesn't have autofocus and it's has all these things that are because it's not made for this, for vlogging. And the reality is that, like, the camera doesn't matter. The story matters. And what I'm saying matters. And how it looks is cool. And that's something that I enjoy, but the average person doesn't really give a shit about. And that's something that I'm trying to kind of lean into, especially as I move forward with the vlog and being consistent on YouTube, is that I would so much rather make an engaging story than have pretty visuals. And I don't know how to do that other than to strip it down and throw out some of the, like, filmmakeriness and just focus on story. And I think that's gonna make my own projects better, whether it's on YouTube or it's movies. Anyways, I gotta get drawing pencils. See, I was gonna film this on my GoPro, and then I realized I was out of SD cards or like micro SD cards, so I would use those that often. I lost one of them, and so there was a big part of me that was like, do I even film this? Do I even shoot this video? Do I make a different video? Because that might make more sense. But I decided the phone actually does make more sense. But on the bright side, I have something to show you that is still on topic. More gear. Thank you. You can't make this stuff up. This wasn't supposed to come until Wednesday. This is more gear. See, I really do believe in, like, you don't need all the gear on the planet, but at the same time, getting new gear is always really fun. And getting more gear is not something that you have to do. You don't have to have new gear. Like, I was shooting on my phone all morning, but I'm also gonna use this camera whenever I have it available, whenever it makes sense. And I think that's something that I'm trying to do more of as I am experimenting with different ways of storytelling, less formal and professional ways of storytelling. I want to tell better stories and focus less on the gear, but at the same time, I want to make sure that the gear I am using is the best gear for the job. I didn't know that any of this shit was gonna get here today. I thought it was supposed to come later this week, but this is kind of fun. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We got a new light. We got some new mics. We got this thing. I actually don't remember what this is. Oh, maybe it's a softbox. A little baby softbox. How cute is that? Oh, that's hot. Yo, that is sick. It's so tiny. I mean, I figured because it's for a 60-watt light, but can we talk about the build quality on that? Oh, that feels so good. Y'all. Okay, that's a little tight, but I mean, to be expected. Okay, anyways, all that shit aside. See, this year I'm trying to be better about telling stories, obviously. I'm trying to make more stories, obviously. I'm trying to make movies, make more music videos, but above all, I want to change how I'm telling stories and change how I think stories can be told. And with that means using sometimes more gear, sometimes less gear, sometimes more professional gear, sometimes less professional gear. But it means using the gear that makes the most sense for the project. And sometimes that's gonna be my black magic. Sometimes that means renting something way bigger and nicer and prettier. Sometimes it means shooting on my phone. And sometimes it means using all of them at the same time for the same project. And I think that's okay. I think telling the best story you can with the gear available to you is genuinely so important. And I think that's something I've said for years and I've never put it into practice. And so this year I want to make sure that I'm actually committing to telling good stories, not using the best gear. Stay tuned for some of this because I'm very excited to use a lot of this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.